Now, I had never seen this in the United States, so this was completely brand new to me. Hi guys, welcome back to STEPHAN. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so and help our channel grow. Today I wanted to do a fun video, something that I've seen a lot of YouTubers do that live in Germany, that have moved there from other countries. And I wanted to do my take on it because these are the things that I actually went through for the past few years. And I still think about these simple things, but yet they make huge difference in your everyday life. And next week, we're heading back to California for a few months. So be sure to tune in because I will post a vlog on our travel experience from Munich to Palm Springs while this whole craziness with COVID is going on. Some of you already know that STEPHAN and I have moved here and we are in the process of renovating our house in Germany. So going through this process of renovating a house in Germany, we've gone through this process of recognizing what we have in our American home versus what we have in our German home, and what are some of the things that we've incorporated from American home into our German home. So today's video, I wanted to talk about 5 things that are very different in a German home versus in an American home. Now, these things are based on my experience of living in Bavaria. I'm not sure if this would be true to northern Germany. I think probably would be. And I'm comparing this to California lifestyles, in a way, the West Coast lifestyle, because I know homes in New York or in the northeast coast of the United States are a lot different than what they are in some of the other parts of the United States. The first thing is probably one of the most talked about things when Americans come to Germany is the windows. I personally find that windows in Germany are far superior than they are in the United States. The superiority is not so much of the aesthetic, it's more of the functionality of the window. So in the German windows, there is something called a Kippen. You can open the window in a variety of different ways. You can open the window just tilting a bit from the top. So the top portion is tilted inwards, and this way you have a flow of air coming through. You can open the window all the way through inward. In some cases, you can also do it outwards. And to lock the window, you basically have the handle all the way down. That's securely locked. Now, I had never seen this in the United States, so this was completely brand new to me. And over the years, after experiencing this in Germany, so you know how you experience something and then all of a sudden you start noticing it everywhere? So I thought, okay, maybe I've just never seen this in the United States before. Maybe now I will notice it. And I always looked for this in the United States, and I've never, ever, ever have found it. In the United States, on the other hand, windows typically open in a sliding way. One panel of the glass is usually stationary, and then the other one opens on top of the other one. So basically they are stacked together. Or you can have it stacked vertically as well, and then the window will then open up this way or down this way, but it's always one direction. The other difference that I've seen related to windows between Germany and USA is that in USA, we always have a screen which comes with the window. So when you open the window, it's not just completely open. There's always a screen there, which can be removed. In one of our Palm Springs homes, we've actually removed all of the screens because it's a modern home and it just doesn't go with the aesthetics of the house. The second difference that I see in German home versus an American home is the closets. In Germany, I have not yet seen where a closet is built in. You typically have a room and then you buy a closet. You buy a wardrobe and then you set it within the room. Whereas in USA, all of the homes that I've seen, they all come with a built-in closet. Either you have a walk-in closet or you have a smaller closet with just sliding doors or French doors, but there's always a closet which is built into the home as a permanent fixture. I'm not sure which I like better, but I do like the concept of having a walk-in closet. In one of our homes, we have a full-on walk-in closet. It is massive. That is my favorite, but at the same time, it's so over the top. It's so American that I think it's unnecessary. Moving on to point number 3. The doors in a German home, whether it's a front door or a back patio door, they only have a handle to open the door inside the house. So the door doesn't have a handle on the outside of the door. So when you come to the front door of a German home, you don't see a handle to open the door. It's always a keyhole where you put in the key, turn the key, and then you push the door open. In US, however, when you come to a front door, there's a handle on the outside, so you can put in the key and then you twist the handle or you push down on the handle and you open the door. So if you shut the door and you don't lock it with a key, you can still get into the door. Same thing on the patio door or the backyard door. In US, you can shut the door, open the door, but in Germany, I have not seen that. The handle is always on the inside. I think it's convenient to have it on both sides, but at the same time, I was told that this could also be because of security reasons. It is obviously secure because there's just no way to open the door from the outside unless you have the key for the front door. But at the back patio, there's absolutely no getting in once the door is locked from the inside. The next point is the mailbox. Now, this was really odd to me because in USA, there's always a mailbox. And if someone, for any reason, let's say doesn't have a mailbox, the mailman will leave the letters by your front door. Both of our places in Palm Springs are in a gated community, and because of security reasons, the letterbox is not in front of the house. There's one designated area where there are post boxes for the community and everyone basically drives there. It's just numbered. Only you know what your number is. You go there with your key and you open it and you collect your mail. There's no name on the mailboxes either. Whereas in Germany, if you don't have a mailbox in front of your house, the mail will not be left. In addition to that, which this part was very different for me, is that if you don't have your name listed on the mailbox in front of your house, then most of the cases they will not leave the letter for you. They need to be sure that the person that is receiving this letter or this mail lives in this household. The last point is something I feel like it's more related to older homes in Germany. I haven't seen it so much in newer homes, but each room has a door. When we started renovating our place, we were told by all of our family and all of our friends that we need to have doors on the living room. We need to have a door in the kitchen. And when I questioned why do we need this, it came from more of a practical perspective that when the weather is really cold and if you open the front door, the cold air will then go into all of the rooms, and therefore it is not very practical. So in my experience, in a typical Bavarian home, is that when you enter, there's always a little area which could be a hallway, almost like a little entryway. Then there is another door to get into the actual home. And that's what I've seen most of the time. Or there's a hallway, then there's a door that leads you into the living room, a door that takes you into the kitchen, a door that takes you into the bathroom, or whatever it is, right? In US, on the West Coast, we typically have an open plan. When you enter into a home, typically you enter directly into the living area, and the living area is connected to the kitchen, which is connected to the dining area. So it's basically one big room that has all of this together. So if you're cooking, you know who's coming through the door. And when you are eating, you can see the front door typically. It's like one big massive room where you have everything. So it's a very open floor plan. That is what we wanted to do in our German home, and that is what we did, but we made a little changes. So when you enter, you're not bombarded by the complete open floor plan. But what we did was when you enter into our home in Germany, you are immediately into a hallway, which is not just a hallway, but it has an opening at the end that kind of leads you into this open floor plan of dining, living, and the kitchen, and also going into the backyard. In our Palm Springs home, when you enter into the home, you essentially are directly in the living room. You immediately see the kitchen, and you immediately see the dining table, and you immediately see the backyard as well. And you're basically standing right next to the swimming pool when you're at the front door, because our pool is actually in the front of the house, in the courtyard. Let me know if this is something specific to Bavaria, what I've explained a German home to be, or is it throughout most of Germany? If there's anything that I've said incorrectly, please correct me and let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week.